Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have a matchup of two receivers who both go back to their AFC North days and both know how to find the end zone. It's A.J. Green going up against Antonio Brown. So let's send you up now to the Queen City of Cincinnati. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Tonight, we've got an AFC matchup on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. And hello again, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin here in the booth. And, Chuck, you take a look at this matchup. I don't know if it's going to be one in the trenches from the quarterbacks out, whatever. It's going to be a good game.
Oh, without a doubt. I can't wait to see the big fellas have an impact. We're always spotlighting those wide receivers and quarterbacks and running backs and even the defensive backs. But the big guys, I can't wait to see which one tilts the balance for their team.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now we see Andy Dalton bring Cincinnati out there. And Cincinnati, gosh, first time under Andy Dalton, they haven't been in the playoffs. His first 5 years, they made it. This year, 6-9-1. He threw for 4,200 yards, second best total of his career, but again, that's a quarterback who would trade those numbers to be back in the playoffs.
Yeah, hollow numbers for Andy Dalton. And let's face it, it started last offseason. Lost Marvin Jones, Mohamed Sanu. Tyler Eifert got hurt in the Pro Bowl last year, missed the beginning of the season. And then A.J. Green got hurt late in the season. So all of his weapons gone from him, and it made it tough for him to generate the offense he wanted to in Cincinnati, hoping to have a bounce-back year in 2017.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. In the backfield out of the starting group, you have to look out for Giovanni Bernard.
And you have to make sure you're ready to hit the spin button with this guy. Awfully exciting in the open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I'm not sure they could have had a better call there for the defense. Blitz was called, and they're setting up for a draw. When you're blitzing, you're likely to beat them to the punch because they're going to take a little extra time to set up. Talk about the offensive line. In this case, you'll get into the backfield before they can get set up. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton, he's got time. And able to find Green. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Fresh set of downs here. And they'll run it here. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
And now a first down following that long gain. Dalton gives to Bernard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Bud Dupree came out of the University of Kentucky determined to let everyone know that they play football there as well as basketball. A terrific pass rusher off the edge.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Again, here's Bernard. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's in.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Can't find anyone open. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be fourth down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And his kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So they get the ball first here in front of the home crowd under the lights, and they get 3 points out of it.
And there's something about a night game, isn't there? A little extra snap, a little extra crisp in the air. What a terrific way to get things started. A little extra excitement, a little extra dazzle for the home crowd.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And we shift our attention to the Pittsburgh Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger, Charles, a man who could become the next 50,000-yard passer in the coming season. Would have had his 5th 4,000-yard individual season last year if it wasn't for the couple of games he missed.
I think his consistency is something we have to start talking about because we talk about him being one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and there's really no doubt about that. But just him answering the bell year after year, putting up those kind of numbers, and leading one of the best offenses in the league. Also, remember Big Ben as a younger quarterback, moving out of the pocket, taking the hits, shrugging them off. Now he's staying in the pocket and winning from there more and more, and I think that's going to enhance his career going forward.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On your screen now, here are the offensive starters. At wideout, Antonio Brown is certainly someone that the defense always has to account for.
Without a doubt, a true #1 receiver. It doesn't matter to him how defenses want to cover him. He sees it as a challenge and knows how to defeat them.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And the Bengals starting defensive unit now.
Geno Atkins is an absolute force as a defensive tackle. Forces every offense that he plays against to alter their game plan.
Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown. Complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
There's no doubt about it. That's just one of the best connections in the league. Big Ben throwing it to Antonio Brown. And Antonio Brown has turned himself into such a player. A low-round draft pick, but you can't beat his determination or work ethic. And Big Ben welcomes that.
And Big Ben won a Super Bowl at 23, youngest ever to do so, has never looked back. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, 55 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I think in a lot of ways, Tyler Eifert is happy to wave bye-bye to 2016 because of the injury issues. Got hurt in the Pro Bowl, missed the first 6 games of the season, and then couldn't finish the year with another back injury.
Yeah, and the one that hurt, that Pro Bowl injury. Supposed to be such an award for the great year he had a season ago, and just never really got things going this year, did he?
Such a difficult matchup, especially in the red zone. Look for a big bounce back in 2017.
1 quarter down. 7-3 the score. We'll return to Cincinnati after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And, Charles, I know Ryan Shazier, who made that tackle, a youngster you like a lot.
I love him, and I liked him a bunch coming out of Ohio State because the more this game leans towards speed and less on bulk, that's where Ryan Shazier excels because of his ability to run down plays. If anything goes away from him, he'll chase it. A lot of the time he can run with tight ends, running backs downfield, and pass coverage. That only helps his outside linebackers like James Harrison and Bud Dupree get to the quarterback.
He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that brings up 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So now the Cincinnati native, also former Bearcat, and now a Bengal, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it. Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, 71 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
Extra point now by Boswell. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. And a nice carry there, 15 yards.
I don't want to downplay the run, but that's exactly what I expected out of him coming out of college. When I look back at my draft analysis, one of the highest-rated players on my board, a 3-down back who could do everything. And one of the best parts of his game is what he does when he doesn't have the football, because he carries it really well, but he blocks equally as well as pass protects for his quarterback. I think he's going to be special.
They come out here in the eye. Now Bernard. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll run again with Bernard. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. For Jeremy Hill, with the season in the rearview mirror, finished just below 1,000 yards. I think 18th in the league in rushing. And his 2 100-yard games both came against Cleveland, I believe.
Yeah, if he could play Cleveland each and every week, he would have been well over 1,000 yards. So the thing about Jeremy Hill in the Cincinnati Bengals offense, you think of them as a run-first team. So to me, his 889 yards, disappointing, because I would have thought that would be a higher number and an increased production from him. He's looking to do that in 2017.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
First and 10 for Dalton. Green with a catch left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Back now, as I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Yeah, thank you. Two receivers left, one to the right. Dalton, first and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's second down. Second down following the incompletion. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton, and that's incomplete.
Holding, offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. A 3rd down. He tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Play is under review. After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And this one is right through. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
Let's try and here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adam Jones. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bad.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They send Green to the left on his own. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bud Dupree in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. Second down, Dalton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
So 3rd and 20, defense in the nickel.
Surprised they didn't go with 6 DBs, the dime look.
Now Dalton, and he comes back with one complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And his kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
Not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though this offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle, starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense. But Earl Thomas returns. I like Seattle coming out of the NFC. How about you?
Well, I'm actually going to take a Dallas Cowboys NFC title run. I think that they came so close this year, probably most talented going into next year.
I like that one. Well, in the AFC, I'm going to go with a team that if they improve their defense and their quarterback stays healthy, they could be that team, the Oakland Raiders.
Okay, I'm going dark horse. Cleveland Browns. Let's go.
Hey, from worst to first.
5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Out left side here to Bryant. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
The previous play is under review. After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. It's a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the 1st half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And over the middle, it's LaFell. 11 yards for number 11. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. The final act of the first half, Dalton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. Both teams have done enough to be leading here to this point, but in a close game, you know the second half is going to have some more twists and turns, which should lead to some excitement. All right, let's roll those highlights. First and 10, Browns the target here. He gone as he sprints to the end zone. The lead now at 11. Offense now with the shot after the pick. So once again, sack the QB. This will go as a loss of 10. So that's it for us at the EA Sports Studio. We'll go back now to Cincinnati for the start of the second half.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Brown, the lone receiver, left. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Eli Rogers, the intended receiver. Well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No,
you know
go.
I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they've been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Remember last year, they didn't have the quarterback to start.
Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. The 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 75 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. James Harrison, the veteran, in on the stop.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. For Bernard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got his man, boys. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ryan Shazier in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. The 20. Looking right sideline, that's complete.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Here's Bernard. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Second and goal from the 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Dalton on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's 4th down. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So another 3 on the board there, and he's been a lone bright spot here. That's now 4 field goals.
And that's nice, but if this offense had finished a few more drives, we might be looking at a completely different ball game. Instead, when you're trading field goals for touchdowns, that's a losing proposition.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now Ben on 3rd and long, finding time. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. Andrew Billings coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. A first down throw coming for Dalton. He's got time in the pocket. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Second down, Dalton surveying the field. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Third down from the gun, Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. He's going to float this one deep right side. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Well, they've gone backwards so far in this series, 3rd and 13. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And they'll give it to him here. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taking it about the 16. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steelers defense, we watch them get set to go. And they dug down last drive on 4th down, got the stop on their side of the field. You play defense, Charles. How huge is that on this drive?
Can't even really quantify it because you're talking about field position, momentum, that element of feeling like we're the tougher team, because when you stop someone on 4th down, in a sense, you're imposing your will on the other team, and that's exactly what they did, and that should permeate through the rest of the ball club.
Yeah, now who will impose their will on this drive? Here's Dalton. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Andy Dalton. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. And over the middle, it's LaFell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second down now after the incompletion. Second and 10. Dalton once more. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they're going to speed things up here. A first down throw coming for Dalton. And his throw here's incomplete. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And now it's second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Underneath here to Hill. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got his man on the crossing route. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. And quickly, they get to the line. So Dalton now. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. He had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Another chance for Dalton. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down in bounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part 1 of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Cincinnati, good night, everybody.